So, Gohan versus Piccolo. Who actually got the better unit? Because as you guys might know, um, yesterday I made a video saying that Piccolo got the better unit. But now we've actually seen gameplay. We've seen them in game. And as you can see right here, I'm going to be referring to the Truth's videos in terms of his gameplay videos that he made on the Beast Gohan and the Orange Piccolo. I mean, I say Beast Gohan, it's Ultima Gohan. So we'll start with the Gohan, we'll look at what kind of numbers he's putting up, and then we'll look at Piccolo, and we'll decide who's better. And spoiler alert, Piccolo is comfortably better. He is way better. In fact, Gohan is not in the conversation for top 3. Piccolo might be number 1, maybe not, but he might be number 1. So I mean, Piccolo is comfortably better. Let's look at some numbers here. Okay, so we've got Ultimate Gohan, turn 1. He is guarding for the first 3 turns, so keep that in mind. So this isn't as bad as it seems. 260k defense. He is guarding for the first 3 turns. So in those 3 turns, it's acceptable. It's good numbers so far. Nothing to scoff at. Nothing like it. It's decent. It's decent. It's a good start. And then as far as his offense goes, as you can see right here, he's putting up an 8 million attack start pretty much. Turn 1. With support, if I'm not mistaken. Was there support here? There was no support actually. Actually, fair enough. And by the way, he one-shot the pan here. If we just go back, but it doesn't matter. He did one-shot the pan. So, and by the way, he would have had a guaranteed additional super there. And for every super he does, he will actually win. That's incorrect. He's got a 70% chance to get that additional super. It should have just been guaranteed, to be honest. That would have made him quite a bit more fun to use. About 260k defense, and with each super he does, he'll get 30% defense. Honestly, if he gets the additional super, that additional defense is actually pretty significant. But if he doesn't get that additional super, then it's not as significant. It's only 30%. Because if he gets the additional super, then it'll be 60%, and then if he triple supers, it'll be 90%. So he's got potential in there to put up bigger numbers. But I mean, in terms of offense, when you factor in the fact that it's super effective against all types here, it's 70% chance to get the additional super, it's 8 million attack stat. The offense here is pretty damn good. The defense is, considering he's guarding, it's definitely acceptable, and he's a slot 2 unit, so keep that in mind. Okay, so this is the turn after. This is turn 3 now. And right now, he does have support here. On this rotation, if I'm not mistaken, Pan is only giving 30% support. Because we only have 1 super character here. And Gohan's defense is at 378k. He will raise it by 30% per super. He will raise it by 30% per super. And he's still got the guard, so right now it's still good. It's pretty decent, to be fair. By the way, that pan is also a fairly impressive unit, a good support unit, a good dodging unit, good. Well, actually, not the best defense as you can see right there, but overall definitely a pretty damn good unit because she can dodge. Don't forget. So what else do we have here? We have this here. Gohan put up by 8 million attack stat because we didn't get the 18 key. He won't get the additional super. He won't get the super effective against all types. So on this turn, his offense is mid. 8 million is mid, in my opinion. This is mid. By the way, one thing that the Truth did mention in the video was that I think it was towards the start of the video, to be fair, but he was saying that Gohan, is he better than Cooler? Is he worse than Cooler? He is a version of Cooler. He is similar to Cooler, but is he better or worse? The Truth said he was quite unsure towards the start of the video. I would say Cooler is better, to be honest, because the thing with Gohan, if you could consistently get his 24 key, he's probably better. I mean, I would say he is better at that point. But the fact is, he doesn't consistently get it. Yes, he gets 1 extra key per Kisio obtained, but his only key link is shocking speed. He's got a mid link set. It's alright. It's not awful, but it's not good either. He doesn't have prepared for battle. He doesn't have Saiyan lineage. He needs those links, and he doesn't have them. So, Yeah, I mean, this turn, his offense was pretty damn mid. And what was the defense? Yeah, the defense was good this turn, but that defense is only considered good because he's still got the guard. And after this turn, he no longer has the guard. This is the friend one, actually, so this one does have guard. Does he? That's actually... Yeah, his defense is really high this turn. Although, to be fair, though, he is getting a lot of support. By the way, the Gohan does build up per... every time he super attacks, up to like 120%, 150, somewhere around there, I'm not sure. But the point is, he does build up. And this turn, if I'm not mistaken, this Gohan is still guarding. Combined with pretty much 500k defense, pretty damn impressive. Without guard, it's not impressive at all, to be honest. Like, it's really not impressive without guard. But with guard, it's really, actually really pretty good. He is getting the 50% support, as I've mentioned. But yeah, so it's a good number if he's guarding, and if he's not, it's not that impressive. So here he put up a 7.7 million attack stat. I'm pretty sure he did get the additional super here, but this was complete luck. This was from the hidden potential, because that was 9.5 million there. If it was guaranteed additional super, then it'd be pretty good, but it's not. That was from the hidden potential, so it wasn't that impressive, because that is just like complete luck. Yeah, but he does stack attack, by the way, which is, compared to the Piccolo, it's completely a mid ability. You'd much rather do what Piccolo is doing, stack that defense. That is 100 times more effective in this game. So here we are, Gohan's at 417k defense. Not that good, because he's no longer guarding. He will get 30% per super attack. Will he even get the 24 key? I mean, it's going to be unreliable. He's only got 2 key from his passive skill, not his passive skill, from his link set, which is shocking speed. And then that's the only key he gets, aside from the key +1 per key sphere obtained. That does look pretty cool, to be fair. That KO screen. I mean, I don't care. If only we could actually use Beast Gohan. Dokkan, what have you done? Anyway, next, okay, here, this was a very, very juicy turn. This was the best turn that the Truth got in terms of his offense. The Truth didn't show the defense this turn, but it's fine. We've seen the defense. We don't need to see it anymore. So there he is, 20 million, super effective against all types, and he's got a very good chance of getting the additional super, and then he could even triple super. So in terms of offense, when Gohan's built up, he is impressive. There was a lot of support on this turn, if I'm not mistaken, but all the same, he is very impressive offensively. So that's the first attack, and then 14 million, and he can triple super, and it's super effective against all types, which is why I said if he consistently got the 24 key, he would be better than Cooler, but he doesn't consistently get it, so he is not better than Cooler, and it is as simple as that. Okay, so that's the Gohan. Now let's look at the Piccolo. Okay, so we're back, and on this turn, Pan is giving support, so keep that in mind. But right off the bat, 374k defense, which is like 100k defense more than the Gohan. He's guarding same as the Gohan for the same 3 turns, and then on top of that, this Piccolo has 20% damage reduction. So, I mean, right off the bat, Piccolo, turn 1 is just better. Turn 1 Piccolo is far better, end of discussion. Let's look at his attack, but Piccolo is better just based on the defense, and defense is more important. 7.5 million as the attack stat there, which is pretty damn decent for turn 1, by the way. He's not built up at all here. Actually, let's be fair, it's not that impressive. Let's just be honest. I'm capping there. I'm completely capping. The attack stat isn't that impressive, but it will build up, the point is. But the defense is pretty damn strong with the guard and the damage reduction. Okay, so on the turn after that, okay, a lot of support here. Let's just caveat that right now. But 730k defense. That's insane. He's built up a little bit. I don't think he's fully built up yet, by the way. Actually, in fact, I know he's not fully built up. That's with 20% damage reduction. And on the 18 key and the 12 key, he greatly raises his defense. On the 12 key, he stacks it. On the 18 key, he raises it for 1 turn. The Gohan only raises it for 30%. And Gohan doesn't stack defense, he only stacks attack. But obviously, stacking defense is way more important. It's way more impactful. So this Piccolo's the better unit, man. I mean, just look at that defense. Look at that defense. Need I say more? And then what was the attack stat on this turn? 20 million? This early, I knew we'd get it at some point, but this is pretty damn early. You know, Piccolo, yeah. Piccolo is in contention for number one. Even the truth mentions it in this video. Like, he's certainly in that conversation, and because he's still got that in his back pocket where he can get that full heal and then get that additional 30% damage reduction. Now, of course, that's going to be very rare to get. It's going to be difficult to get, but if you can get that, if you can pull that off, Piccolo is number one in Dokkan right now. If you can pull that off, without it, is he number one? He's in top 5 100%. Most likely top 3 even, to be honest. Potentially number 1. It's tough to say. It's too early. But 20 million is certainly a very impressive number. And then here, a bit less support, actually much less support. Pan's not here now, but we still have the STR Piccolo. And the Piccolo is at 740k defense. Obviously, that's a good number. And then he'll greatly raise it. On his 12 key, he stacks it, as I've mentioned. On the 18 key, he raises it for 1 turn, blah blah blah. But the point is, his defense is going to get substantially higher, and he's still got the 20% damage reduction because that is permanent. That is very impressive. Okay, so of course, Piccolo does have the potential to do additional supers, but honestly, what I would say is, if you even get 3 super attacks, that's a good turn, because the key orbs tend to not be too nice. But the point is, he was putting up, like, I mean, let's look at the attack numbers here. I think we only see 1 attack. So let me just forward that. No, go back. I want to see the numbers. Obviously, and that a positive thing here is that you can take no damage this turn. Any damage you do is free damage. 2.8 million there. I mean, he can do that, what, 6 to 9 times if you get really lucky. A very, very impressive unit. I mean, his active skill is much better than the active skill that Gohan got. That's without conversation. If Gohan had a Ghost Usher on his active skill, now we're talking. But he doesn't, so we're not talking. Okay, so next, 12 million attack stat there. That's considered a good attack stat. That's considered a strong attack stat. He's got no inbuilt chance to create or additional or anything like that, but 12 million by itself is still a pretty impressive number. Okay, on this turn, we're back on this turn where we have all the support from the Pan and the Piccolo, and we are at 870k, bearing in mind on this turn, if I'm not mistaken, Pan's only giving 30% support to the Piccolo, because she can give 60% or 50%, but because the STR Piccolo is here, and because he's from Dragon Ball Z and not from Super, Pan's only giving 30%. And with that support though, with the support from Pan and the STR Piccolo, the LR Piccolo is at 880k defense pretty much there. And of course, that's with the 20% damage reduction, and of course, he can still raise his defense on his super attacks. So very, very, very impressive. By far better than Gohan. And then the final attack stat that we see in this video is 15 million. Is that right? That is right. 15 million. Very impressive numbers. Offensively, he's a good unit. Defensively, he's a great unit. His utility in terms of the potentially basically getting a revive where you get the a full HP and the extra damage reduction. He's a very good unit, by far better than the Gohan. Will I summon for Gohan? Will I summon for Piccolo? Honestly, the banners, I saw the banners and I can't remember exactly what was on them, but the banners looked awful. The banners looked awful. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do maybe a stream, I'll do a rotation on the Gohan banner, I'll do a rotation on the Piccolo banner, and then I'll call it a day. And then I'm gonna save the rest of my 2,300 stones. But yeah, with that said, thanks for watching. Smash the subscribe button. And do your boy a solid, leave a like on the video because it does help with the algorithm, and also do leave a comment because that does also help, and that would be a huge favour. But aside from that, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.